Hi and welcome back to another Bestestimes Reborn YouTube video. I'm your host Brad. It is currently 5:34 PM on Saturday the 7th of September 2024. Well, the Bureau Meteorology app hasn't been updating itself regularly, so I don't know what the exact temperature is, but it says 22.8 degrees, feels like 21.0, 78% humidity. Yeah, it's not overly hot at the moment. Usually gets hotter as you get along. It's like they got live music going at the Gundy Hill Hotel. Sorry, the camera's not as smooth as it used to be. Seems to be issues with it. It's been looked after, but when you pan around, it seems to be not as smooth. Still use the same settings and all that. Hasn't really made a difference. So there's towards the railway. Yeah, they got live music at the Gundy Hill pub. So this is the railway street, about to cross Railway Street, and this car goes. We'll go down past it, we'll have to talk through it due to the copyright, unless they play their own individual music that's not you know, top 40 type stuff, then you can sort of get away with it. But it's quite loud. I remember one day I could hear it pretty late. Yeah, I don't know. It looks like Jasmine type massage is still open. Get the barber shop next door. I like to show as much detail like we do. Try not to rush it too much. Yeah, they're open till 6, 7 days a week. But here's the Gundy Hill pub where the all the so-called entertainment is happening. Not my cup of tea, but each their own. Here's a good clean. Got the top parts, spider webs and things everywhere. But anyway, we'll continue along like we do. Jabris Plumbing across the way. You can certainly hear the live music, but can't see anything. Like, I'm not going down the back to have a look. With copyright and all that, it's just not worth it. Just to see what they've got down there. The Ampile service station, used to be Caltex. And then the Metro, then the Mobile. I don't know, they've got some pretty beefy speakers. Wow. I do like loud live music, but anyway, if the Metro sign flickers, it's due to the whole way the camera can't handle the thing. Yeah, I can see it flickering now. Just the refresh rates and stuff, the LEDs in the sign, it's not flickering in person. Like, I'm not seeing it flickering, so. Someone slowed right down and gave me a weird look in this Everest. So it goes. The time of recording this, the old Gundy Hill Bakery is under contract. There was people there one day when I went past, and that, doing something there. I noticed the blinds not closed on one of the windows. There used to be 2 blinds. There's people like turning around. I don't know what their deal is. Who knows? Each their own and all that stuff. Your Mobile, the free parking area. Just have a free parking sign. It hasn't for a while. There used to be a Vinnie's bin. I think it was Vinnie's. A Lifeline bin, one of them along here. Because there's usually cars for sale. There's John Street. Yep, John, John. Be interesting to look back years later and see. I'll be interested myself to watch these videos back. I think the gain's a little bit too high. I'll be back. That's at the normal volume. That's the mic gain, that is. Because every car under the sun's going to come along. So we'll show back where we just came from, where there's a bit of a sunset sort of happening. a bit of a cloud line, like it might rain. It's nothing new for here. Yeah, I don't see how this network lot are allowed to park all their vehicles in this free parking spot, and they're allowed to park them down Carbuda Street as well. Oh well. Anyway, here's your mobile 24-hour service station. Pretty good hot food. If you want jaffles, no, it's best to ring them up and they'll cook them straight then and there. Otherwise they could be sitting too long and they end up real hard, as you'd expect. Yeah, cement along here is a bit worse for wear. You've got marine carpet on the sign here. Marine carpet, thousands of meters, must go, $18 per linear meter. It's the Best Buy carpet and vinyl place. And then the plant shop NQ, one that used to be across from the Conservatorium of Music, on the corner of Eslick Street, and I think that's part of River Avenue. Here it is. There's Michael Street, where the indoor cricket used to be. You got Fusion, Fight and Fitness, and now Home Hardware was there for a while too. Now it's MRT. Well, they're a courier company. There's Sundown Engineering. Get it right? Sundown Engineering. Sundown Engineering. Coastal Marine and Outdoors. I'm trying to turn the camera as slow as possible so it handles it. On the 180 Eder Street, back where we just came from. But like I was saying, it would be quite interesting to look back years later and see all the different changes, the way things are, the different shops that used to be here. Now when I'm recording this, like, be like, oh, I remember that shop. Oh, I forgot that shop even existed. You know, all that sort of stuff that you do. It's still Coastal Farm and Motorcycles. What used to be the rock shop here, where John Williams Motorcycles used to be, back in the 90s and a bit after. It's across to your Maurice Grasso Motors over there. Coastal Marine and Outdoors. And back where we just came from. Yeah, I can't wait to look back at these in 20, 30, 40 years time and see the changes. See how many different places have moved or buildings are gone or whatever, you know. Because you never know if another Cyclone Larry is going to come and knock things down too and change things. So it's interesting to show this, Gordon Street. So this was Leonard Motors Marine when I first saw it. Yeah, Leonard Motors Marine. So Cumic Steel used to be down there. So if you're wondering, trying to work out, well, where is this? I like to give context. There used to be flats here, concrete flats. This is Grace Street. I noticed this morning they cleaned up the newer pathway at Page Park there. It's good to see. It's all been pressure washed. It looks really nice. There's the old Better Home and Living, that yellow and blue. It was Rec Division before that. It was empty. There was a mechanic in there when I first saw it, in that particular building. So here's your Page Park, near the Commonwealth Hotel. You got Super Cheap Auto across there. Ibis Street, on the corner of Ibis. There you got Repco. Commonwealth Hotel here. Got Advanced Auto Electrics here. Used to be Cardross Mining. This building was first built for, whatever. And you got Donald Street where the community centre is. So if you're ever looking for the community centre, this is where you go. It's across from the Commonwealth Hotel, the back, basically on the side, I guess, the back of the Commonwealth Hotel, whatever you want to class it as. I'd show the other side of the Commonwealth Hotel, but there's someone standing there. Out of respect, we don't show it. Donald Street. And community centres, if you're facing this way, it's on the right, down the end, or close to the end anyway. The accommodation, budget accommodation rooms are $95 a week. Short term, long term. Here's where the taxi office is, and the drive-through of the Commonwealth Hotel. Caleb Lawyers, personal injury experts. Entry via 131 Eda Street. Yeah, cane pumping and irrigations, like sort of a storage stockyard thing here. And the Australian Workers Union next to that on the corner of Charles and Grace Street. So, show as much as we can. There is someone coming, so we'll show the other side of the road out of respect. Oh. Let's see, Australia's Workers Union. By the time you watch this, it'll be interesting to see what these buildings are. If they're still the same businesses, same departments, whatever. Because this one here is the old Video Easy, the Stylica. I don't know what it was before that, before Video Easy. Because you can see where there would have been windows that have been boarded up, sort of thing. I don't know what that was back in the day. There's NQAS power shed. No. They don't really get to show that much because it's usually during the week and there's businesses there. There comes the tractor with stuff on the back. So I get to show that. There's the other part of cane pumping and irrigations stockyard thing. Oh, we'll get this tractor on the way past. Show that. It's not something you see come down a tiny little street every day. You might if you live here in the street, but I've never seen one come down the street like this. No. But you always move out of the way of stuff like this. It looks pretty wild. Farm machinery. So we're on Charles Street, got the daycare centre up here, and where Villanova used to be. Where Villanova used to be is like a non-local farmers, workers hostel type of thing. Yeah. So that's that. That's what that is. Yeah. I'm saying it's this time of the night. Well, into the night we can sort of show the good start early learning because there'll be no children there. It's where you can show that sort of stuff. It's why you go past on these sort of nights or late afternoon, so you can see it. That's good. Good start early learning. You get a lot of people at that old Villanova. Last time I walked through it was taking photos. It was all flooded next to here. On down here it was flooded. I got a couple of photos. Done all new Innisfail photos on Facebook, and there's also on the end of update videos. There's Alice Street down there. Goes up to Ernest Street, Owen Street. and so on, and you can keep going over and go all the way down the esplanade. Yeah, well, we won't be filming there. There's a pretty wild driver coming out of there where they drive these vans around. That'd be good for it. But anyway, that's how they do it. And a bit of a fire pit thing happening. Oh, not going to show it out of respect, but yeah. Sure, they're used to me walking past here. There's no point in going in and trying to show the nature place, because Marina Lakes will be closed in like about 10, 15, 10, 11, 12 minutes. Although that might be the time to get a little bit of video. We'll see. But I'll start a different video if that happens. But here's the old Villanova anyway. Over here. See what the sign used to be and all that. Go up here. Some rowdy people. Often quite rowdy people here. Like, this is so not looked after now. It's sad to see. Yeah, material change of use, workers accommodation, non-resident workforce within existing building. 24th of June was where you make a submission to July 2024. So that's all over and done with now. Yeah, so you can see all the old Villanova stuff here. It's sad to see it all, like, not looked after. Like, you can see the way it was in other videos. If you type in Villanova in Innisfail, you'll see what it was like when it was just empty. I don't think I got video when it was open. You can see where they've wrecked fence palings and all this stuff. People, they just don't care. And you'll come up on where that independent school was for a little while there. It wasn't for long, but it was there. Just here. It was the Endeavour house for a while there. And now it's Marina Lakes Learning Hub. Yeah, Learning Hub. Through here. A Daralinga, or however you say it, school was supposed to move into here, but they closed down. I think they're starting back up again. I don't know where, but this is the Learning Hub. You get this holiday art and craft kids, teens, 9 AM till 3 PM, $50. I think that's a bit much, and it's down there. Don't know where you go to down there, but so there's a lot of people still at the nature place, so I'm not going to be able to get video there and show it like I probably would have liked to have. There's a few cyclists coming down the street. Don't know if they're coming to here or not. Is this supposed to close at 6? Times are all different though than what's written on the sign, so I don't know. But yeah, there's a lot of people there. There's 3 vehicles, but a lot of people, so it's hard to go through and show it. It's what I'd really like to do, so I don't really want to come back another day and do it, but I will. I always do. I'll probably come back on Monday or Tuesday next week, be able to show it. Well, I might go through and just, yeah, I don't know, just too many people. And it's not like anyone looks like they're packing up to go. Could be open till 7 these days. See, it says on the sign here, and that sign back there, 6 PM. So that's a hard one. Oh, we'll just walk up here and see what we can see from the side, and that makes it hard. You don't want to show kids in that. Have respect in that. It should be open till like 8 o'clock with lights and things like that, but you know, they got to pay people to be here and that to do it, so it makes it hard. There's people leaving. Oh, it's probably the groundskeeper guy, ranger or whatever, has come around and said they're closing up soon. So, but that's a quick, tiny little bit of the nature play. It's hard with children, like I said. If I could get 10 minutes to myself to walk through, I'd be happy. Yeah. I'm sure a lot of people have got video along showing it, but it's alright when it's their kids being there, but for me, it's hard. Anyway, we'll go up here, have a look, wait for a few minutes and see if people go, because it's getting close to the 6 o'clock. And that. And yeah, we'll be back if there's a chance. Otherwise, I'll leave here and start the video again. See how we go. And yeah, if I can get 5-10 minutes, I'd be happy. I'd be ecstatic. Alright, I'll be back. So we're back again. I didn't get any video of the nature play. There was people there too. Yeah, that was still there when I left. And it's now 6:30. I'm supposed to close at 6, but anyway. A lot of people there, so I got a few photos as best as I could, but you know, they're not going to be the greatest. It was pretty low light by the time I got around, because they weren't playing in certain parts, so I got a few photos while they weren't playing in certain spots, and then when they moved to another spot I got some photos. And that, oh, they're leaving now. Oh, yeah, there's no lighting there though. It's one thing I think the council really should have put in. I've got those landscape people to put in with some decent lighting. Yeah, it would have been a good thing. A few bright spotlights and stuff. Because if people are there at this sort of hour, or even like in low light times when it's raining and all that, it'd be good to have the good lighting and that. But anyway, by the time you watch this, it'll be probably December or somewhere like that when this is set. You might be watching it 20 years after that. Yeah. So there's your Lakes Residential, Foxtail Avenue, private road, residents and guests only. Written on there. That's what people used to call Arena Village back in the day. Yeah, it's darker than what you're seeing on camera because the camera's brightening it. But we're on Emily Street. We're not far away from the old, from Innisfail Central State School. I'm saying the old as in ye old, not old as in, like, yeah, well, it's an old school. It's been around for a long time, but yeah, anyway. It's Greek Orthodox with the cross up the top. I don't know if they still call it that, because there's no real sign outside anymore telling to you what it is. I don't know if they still call it Greek Orthodox, or they got a new trendy name, I don't know. It's across on the other corner. This is Ernest Street. We're coming up here right now. Brothers Leagues Club down there where it's all lit up. And that, yeah, this part of the video may not be published. We'll see how the picture quality is. Needs a little bit of sharpening. The way the video works. So it sort of doesn't handle the low light. Even though it's got a low light mode, it sort of doesn't, yeah, has issues with it. I really need a good camera that's got really good stabilization and really good low light mode. That'd be amazing. And there's Chappie now. You can easily see it, we're in the lakes. Yeah. Anyway, we'll go across here. We'll go down Ernest Street, past the Greek Orthodox. Hopefully the camera's smooth enough. I might actually stop the footage for a sec and change the setting to sharper sort of image. Looks like in the low light mode it doesn't have that setting for the sharpness that the others have. They have like a sharpness and denoise setting on it. It's Greek Orthodox, as I was saying before. I have to turn that brightness down just that little bit so For some reason it went up really high. But anyway, just continue along. Yeah, I was supposed to build another lot of these department housing units next door. There was a sign up for years, it's still there. But they were going to do it. Nothing ever come of it, not so far anyway. Yeah, in here, you might be able to see that there's a sign there. So I've taken photos of it before it was all overgrown and yuck and that. So the moon's out just a little bit. I don't know if you'll be able to see it. Yeah, I can see it. And the camera is not very clear. So there's a bit of daytime and then nighttime walk. Might have to separate it into two different videos though. The way YouTube tends to work, if you do too long of one, sometimes they don't handle it. It doesn't like it, so. It's very humid. H-U-M-I-D. Sounds like human when I say it, but humid. Yeah, very humid. What's the humidity? So we're nearly up to Alice Street. That's in Alice in Wonderland. And the Good Counsel College Precinct. Making it sound even more posher than it is. Precinct. Like saying receptacle instead of cup. I need a drink receptacle. Yeah, be careful if you're riding along here at night. I've seen people come across these here. There should be reflectors on it. If you've got no lights on your bike, dunk, go flying if you don't realise it's there. If you're just not thinking, or you just forget, or you've never seen it there. You've never ridden down here. Yeah. It's one of those things. Oh, it's nice to show the town lights and things at night. I just can't get this camera to go any clearer than what it is. A lot of people use these cameras like, okay, they're a bit more well lit up areas, they use them. The people I watch in Canada and all that, like Johnny Strides and the Ken Continuum and that. And theirs comes out really clear. Oh, like compared to mine, it does. Comes out really clear. It's like, oh. But no matter what setting I do, even when I have set settings I've mentioned, it just doesn't work. It doesn't come out as clear as I would like it to. Because if you do a lot of processing and editing, it comes out real grainy, and it's just not worth it then. So there's your Good Counsel College, the big undercover area. That's huge, that thing. Absolutely huge. There's a cross on it and that. There used to be a cross on the building up here, you'd see it lit up. I'm pretty sure. Well, that cross there you can see from Gundy Hill in certain directions. When you're walking over Gundy Hill towards town direction at night. So, there's that. Well, I'm trying to get it to focus properly regularly, so I'm tapping on the screen. This is all a trial and error. But I'd like to have a camera that can really handle the night time. That makes it just about like daytime. Oh, we want to be able to see that it's night time and see the lights and stuff, but be able to handle it with image stabilization and all that would be amazing. There's the Good Counsel College in the Marist tradition. Marist, M-A-R-I-S-T tradition. So it was originally Marist Brothers, and that it was an all-boys school back in the day. Well, it was basically one or two buildings. The old Transpires, Transnorth. Still got Transnorth written up there. Good for history showing that's still there. Sam's written on there. This end one here was the main Sands Pies. I'm not going to walk through the park at night. It's bad enough walking through there in the daytime at times, let alone night time. Down beside the old Huxham Ford. Just the old Huxham Ford, Frontier Ford. JRT had a thing here before this. Thought this building was even here. So I've seen photos of the trucks and that being there. Some panorama buses was behind it for a long time before it was Trans North. Now this is Prices Plus. I said Prices Plus instead of Price Buses the other day when I was walking through the arcade. The food emporium, I was so tired and worn out. Couldn't think straight. So bear with me with stuff like that. This is Grace Street, Grace. No relation. No people have asked that many times. It's Price Busters. Nice to show what it looks like at night when you're out and about. So there's a maxi taxi go past. So they're going down Ernest towards Coles. I might head out the Mobile direction once I get up to Edith Street, but on the opposite side of the road. So as much as we can along the way. This is Cairns Hardware, Innisfail Hardware, part of the Cairns Hardware group. And that way is up to the Catholic Church, Catholic Primary School. You can go across and go down to Rankin Street, Owen Street. Owen Street's the first one up there. Yeah, the first one up there where those lights are. And then you can go all the way to the Esplanade from there too. Yeah. Just down Grace Street towards the Mobile and such. So, anyway, we'll continue on here. There's Innisfail Hardware signage. I don't know how well this is all showing up, but there's a lot of people hanging around in the park as they do at night. Wish there was more lighting and they couldn't hide like that and the police would go through and get rid of them. I know they got to have somewhere to hang out, but you know, if they hang out at someone's home, then they're annoying people next door. And, yeah, you can't win. It's one of those situations. They're going to be rowdy wherever they are, so it makes it harder. But anyway, all I can say to that is, hey Mick, hey Mick. Yeah, M-I-C-K, Mick. Hey Mick, like Michael. Hey Mick. If you know, you know. It's Coles car park and Coles loading dock. Truck there. Sorry I'm walking a little bit faster. That's because, you know, there is a lot of drunks and things around, unsavory types. That. Big truck, BMR written on it. Coles signage. Of course, Coles will be closed for the night. So, till tomorrow. But we closed about half an hour to an hour ago. Anyway, let's go across here. Away from where there's plenty of people. A bit safer. There's towards McDonald's, BP, Great Plague of India and Kmart and all those sort of directions, Domino's, Subway, all that stuff is down there. So if the camera changes lighting regularly, it just tends to do that at night, trying to adjust to it. These people are trying to use these toilets here, but they close them at a certain time now. It's like Roscoe's is busy. A lot of vehicles over there. I might cross over here where it's a bit safer. Oh, they're still open, the toilets. I remember reading on the Cassowary Coast Regional Council Facebook page that they were closing them. They had a private contractor doing it, cleaning them, and they're closing them at 6:30 in the afternoon, 6:30 at night, whatever. So there's where Roscoe's Pizza, and that is cars galore. Wow, busy, busy. Busily busy. Because people have trashed those toilets many times. They trash the ones at the netball courts. They trash the ones under Woolies. And there's people that aren't disabled using the disabled toilets coming out of there. We'll continue along. You can see a lonely star above the clouds. I know that's showing up on here. There's a lonely star. Yeah, I think this will be a little bit blurry in parts, but we'll see how it all turns out when I'm editing and that. Hopefully it'll handle it. But yeah, if you want to donate to the channel, plenty of ways to do it, or even just helping the channel out, liking, sharing, commenting, subscribing, just getting watching the ads I don't make any money out of, but it's better for the YouTube algorithm. Till I get to 1,000 subscribers, then I would make money out of that. And then there's the people running on the road, two young lasses. Not very smart to be doing that, but anyway. Yeah, watching the videos all the way through to the end really helps. Liking, subscribing, commenting, sharing the videos on other social media and that would really help the channel. There's a PayPal link in the description. There's also a super thanks button provided by YouTube. That helps the channel out. That way I'd get the money. Once I get to $100, they give me the money. So if someone donated $100, I'd get it. And that's how it works, how they do it. And yeah. And then there's an Amazon wish list, which has things that you can buy and donate to the channel on it. They're things that would really help the channel out, like power banks that when there's power outages and things like that I can use to charge things to get out and about, like when there's cyclones, things like that, when you got like a week without power, like Yassi, Sunday to Sunday, or like a Larry type thing where you got a whole a whole month for some people, because when there's a cyclone I've got to get out there as soon as possible, and it's safe too. First thing in the morning, get out and get videos before the council and the SES and the military and that get out and start doing things, so I can capture as much as possible. Then I've got to have the battery to, well, the child was making a horrible noise. But anyway, then it just helps to have that sort of stuff. All the stuff's been really thought about that would help the channel. So if you feel you would like to help the channel out, feel free to jump on there or just donate to the channel. If you were to donate a certain amount and you want it to go towards certain things for the channel, let me know in the comments and that. Or if there's a way of commenting when you donate to, say, PayPal, I think you can leave a message and you might say, okay, this is $500 towards a new camera, or it's $1,000 for whatever camera, or new shoes, or whatever, like a raincoat or things like that, as an example. That helps. But, if you don't have the money, it's all good. Never feel pressured. I'm not the type to pressure people with that stuff. If you want to help, feel free. Otherwise, You can do it where it doesn't cost you a cent by just watching the videos all the way through, liking, commenting, subscribing, the usual. Anyway, there's super cheap auto, make it super. So written on the side, there's your Commonwealth Hotel. Pretty busy, people buying their alcoholic beverages. Not my cup of tea, but each their own. Never been one for that, never will be. This is Ibis Street, Repco. Yeah, I've never heard a baby make that sound before. Sounds like a wild animal. There's nothing against the child at all. Yeah, might have something wrong with it that it can't help it. Or it might just like making that noise. That's all good. There's Repco there. Used to be highway tyres back in the day. See, it's still got the highway tyres colouring. It's been repainted not long ago. Got timed up. Yeah. Oh, you get sweat in your eyes, all the humidity. So, this is where Better Home and Living used to be, Kennedy's Better Home and Living, and then before that it was Reed's Rec Division. Oh. It's a sweat-tacular. Walking along here. It's like the camera's zoomed in slightly. I don't think it is. Oh, it's not allowing me to change it in night mode. Must be a reason for it. Probably crops in a little bit. I haven't used night mode enough to really be able to tell. It's only allowing me to pan and tilt. And it only allows 30 frames per second. The first part of the video, so I'll have to part 1 and part 2 at the first part's 4K 60, the daytime. There's Iron Man 4x4, Maurice Grassstone Motors. Trying to get the focus. At Maurice Grassstone Motors, home of Iron Man 4x4. Trying to get the signage over here. If you watch my videos of the flooding, you'll see that this area, these bottom flats and things like here, got severely damaged. 15th of December last year and such. Here's Pelican Street, Coastal Marine and Outdoors, straight across here. One with the red and white on there. See if I can get it to focus for a sec. Well, there's no cars coming down the street. This street. So you can see a bit of detail of what this place actually was. Well, it might still be there when you're watching this. If you're watching this 40 years time, it may not be. Or it might have a different name. It used to be Grassstone Motors back in the day. You can still see some of the colouring. Every now and then you can see the green showing through here from the way Grassstone Motors used to be, and their big doors. Oh, I never noticed that the lock's still there, the handle for the door. Hopefully that's showing up. Never noticed that was still there. Or if I have, I've forgotten, but the old tiles. It's a lot of the old showing through. I like that. That signal. It used to be Alice's Diner back in the day. It's a tobacconist slash sort sort of a news agent. Do the lottery and all that here. People do. This is 180 Edith Street. It used to be the Red Dot Centre, the Red Circle Centre. Yeah, a couple of different names over the years. Where Blockbuster Video used to be. Where Trumpet Cartridges and Printing is now. Big Tomato was all the way along. Oh yeah. Remember Tate's Martial Arts, Brad Hope, and that was in where the tobacconist is now, the Alice's Diner area. For a while there, then there was an Indian Dingle? Yeah, it was an Indian grocery in there. Grocer in there. There's the 180 sign. May not show up too well. Sorry about it, the camera reflects weirdly on things. There's mobile 24-hour across the way. And the metro in the Ampol. Carbuda Street here. Next one's Cassowary. It's good to see Lydia and Vian's video. I mentioned to them to check out, I said a while back when they were coming up the Queensland coast, to check out Eddie Bay if you want to see Cassowary. And they did, they saw it. Yeah, Lydia and Vian and Lydia, I don't know. That's that. We've been watching them for a fair while. They're doing the Australia lap. They're pretty good, yeah, they're worth watching. There's the one from the Wet Sundays to Cairns. Was the video where they come. I wish they'd have gone through and seen all the Art Deco stuff. I did mention it to them in the description, like in the comment a while back. The Art Deco buildings and Paranella Park and all that stuff. But they did go to the Fred Drew rest area, and they were surprised to see a vending machine. That's our vending machine at the thing. And mentioned it. I don't know if they stayed there. Like I was saying to my mum, it's a hard one being only an hour from Cairns. Because the council doesn't really boost the tourism and don't really, they don't have the information ban anymore. They don't really advertise Innisfail what they've got. You know, people like me have to do it, and I can't get everywhere. You know, I don't have the transport to get to Eddie Bay regularly, to get to, you know, Mission Beach, Cardwell, Tully, all those places. I'm stuck to where I can walk to the majority of the time. And, you know, like, a lot of people don't know what there really is, what Innisfail has to offer because of it. Yeah, not everyone's going to be able to come across my channel and see what's here. Because the other thing too, like, well, oh, I feel like having a break. Oh, it's only another hour to Cairns, we'll just go. And you've just, if you're going south and you've just left Cairns, it makes it hard. Like, oh, no, we've only just left Cairns, we'll go elsewhere. Yeah, no point in stopping only an hour into the drive. That sort of thing makes it hard. Is that Dave Bridge Constructions? Huh. Dave Bridge Constructions. Powerequip.co.kr. Korea? KR? I'm not too sure. If anyone wants to look it up. Yeah, powerequip.co.kr. K as in Kilo, R as in Roger. Oh. That's a thing. KR. Korea. We're .com.au. Or just .com now. You can buy just .com URLs and that. There's a train going across. But yeah, so hopefully they don't bypass the town. I've had people say, oh, I need to cut an extra 20 minutes, half an hour off our trip, going to Tully and wherever. Yeah, don't worry about what it does to families and businesses and all that, just so you can have 20 minutes off your drive. You don't have to drive through Innisfail or whatever. Yeah, I wasn't impressed with the people's attitude, and I told them. Usually I'm quiet and don't say anything, just put up with things. So But anyway, yes, we don't worry about all the businesses that really rely on the passing traffic and that coming through, seeing the place on the main road and all that, the highway, just so they can have 20 minutes or whatever they was off their drive. It's like it annoys me when people say, you know, don't shop at Kmart and McDonald's and places like that. Don't go to them because they're international companies or just, you know, all over Australia, whatever. I'm like, well, you know, they do employ a lot of locals and stuff. Give them a chance, give them a start. A lot of them, you know, fair's fair. And, you know, people get to, you know, it helps pay for their rent, helps pay for them to go into other shops and buy things and food and whatever, you know, to live. Gives them a chance in life. You know, some of the money does stay local and does help local people. So, you know, Innisfail's got a lot to offer in the way of shops to businesses. Yeah, we've got a lot of chain places here: KFC, McDonald's, Hungry Jack's, Subway, Domino's, Woolworths, Coles, Super Cheap Auto, Repco, BCF, BP, Metro, Ampol. Yeah, there's a lot of different places. There's ones I haven't even mentioned that I can't think at the moment, but Harvey Norman and all that are your bigger sort of chain places, which, you know, it's pretty amazing for a town this size to have that. You've got 2 car yards, successful car yards, John Cole Toyota and Island Coast Ford. You know, so it's there's a lot going for it here. So yeah, don't just drive through and forget, oh, stuff in Innisfail. The police might be doing their thing down here, the breath tests. But yeah, definitely check out Innisfail. There's a lot of natural beauty too. You got your Art Deco stuff through town. You've got you know, you got Eddie Bay, you got Flying Fish Point. You got a lot of different really nice places if you look into it. That are worth coming to look at. There's little cafes. They're not open as long as they should be, I don't think. Some of them are only open till 2 p.m. And the amount of people over the years that have stopped and asked me, oh, is there a cafe where I can get coffee at this hour? And I'm like, there's only any McDonald's. Because it used to be that you could go to that one Sapore, Taste of Italy, up in the Larsons, near the Shire Hall. But, you know, that's often closed when I walk past. Must be something on at the sports ground. The lights are on. Anyway, we'll leave it at that. There's a lot more to mention. But, yeah, could go all night talking about the different places and the plus sides to Innisfail, why it's worth stopping, having a look. Like the Esplanade, the skate park. Warina Lakes is another one. Check out Warina Lakes. Opens around 10 a.m, sometimes earlier. It closes around 6:30 p.m. You got the mini rail there. Someone else will stop there. You got the mini rail. You got the nature play area for kids. You got the, what they call it, the pump track, an undercover area. You got barbecue areas and all that. So you got a fair bit of stuff there. It's worth having a look. It's basically at the corner of Emily Street and Charles Street. So if you find Charles Street, don't go the KFC way, turn the other way. And go all the way down and you'll find it. Go past the car dealership, go across Grace Street, and go all the way down past the... well, if you're watching this video, you might have seen the first video where I walked down to Warina Lakes. So you can go that way, follow the video, yeah, past the daycare centre and that, and along the old nursing home. And you'll find Warina Lakes pretty easy. Anyway, thanks for watching. This is Best of Times, keeping memories alive for us and future generations to see. If you want to donate to the channel, like I mentioned earlier, there's a PayPal link in the description. There's also the Super Thanks button provided by YouTube. There's the Amazon wish list. If you want to donate that way or just watching the videos, it really helps. Much appreciated. Another shout out to a friend of mine who provided me with 2 pairs of new shoes to help out. Much appreciated. So give her a shout out in the comments if you would like to. By the time this video will be up, I should be still wearing these first pair of shoes. With all the walking, there's a lot of wear and tear on shoes. So give her a shout out on there. Sissy D, or whatever you want to call her, Sandra D. And that, put that in the shout out to her in the comments. To help out. We were like, and on that. Check out Test of Time Films on YouTube. Check out Kenneth Allen Photography on Facebook. Stay safe, stay cool, and we'll catch you on the next one.